Yeah, this is interesting because you have actually three historical bridges here. The first nearest bridge is, I believe it's the Neshanic Station Bridge is what they told me. It was a bridge on the South Branch Railroad, and it actually was built in the 1860s, so it's Civil War era. The middle bridge, the white one, is a road bridge, which I actually drove over to get here. It's still in operation, obviously. And it only supports one lane of traffic, so getting through is kind of difficult. And the far bridge, the train going over it a minute ago, that's actually part of the Lehigh Valley Railroad. So I'm not sure if any of you saw the video I posted on the Bethlehem Steelworks. That's actually the same railroad that goes by the steelworks. This is just the New Jersey branch of it. So that railway is obviously still in use, while the South Branch Railway nearest to us is completely dilapidated. The ties have been, many of the ties have been or have fallen off. So let's see. The other thing that's interesting is there's this, what looks like it was at one point a dam of the river here. So I'm going to see if I can get it from a better angle. Yeah, this is the rocks I was talking about. It looks like it actually at one point could have been some attempt to dam off the river. And if you look at that building over there, I'm actually thinking, could that be in some type of old mill that was used, that made use of a dam here to power it at one point? I'm actually going to, after I check out the bridge, go over across the river and see if I can't check out that building, because I'm willing to bet that it's something interesting as well. But the railway nearest to us is the South Branch Railway. It actually crosses, and then there's an old abandoned station that's behind that clump of trees over there. So hopefully at some point afterwards I'll look at that as well, but it's probably closed off. And for the railway, you can actually see the old stone masonry from the railway's construction. Yeah, you can see the stone masonry from the railway's construction. You can see the trestles. So this is the pillar on the west end of the bridge, and you can see the bridge is actually a tree running right up through the center of the bridge. And there's the mill I was talking about earlier, and there's the road bridge and the Lehigh Valley Railway in the background. There's a no swimming sign, which is fair enough. And this path leads to the railway bed. So this raised fill was the right of way. It's complete, tracks are completely removed. Everything's overgrown with grass now. There's actually very little evidence there's a railway here. There's no ballast or anything left. And here's the bridge itself. It's there's the tree. Some of these rotting trestles. Um, There's a complete part missing right down here. Another complete part missing right down here. Not going to go too far on this because I imagine it's not very safe. There's a massive piece missing right here. And there's the view from this bridge of the road bridge and the other railway bridge. It's interesting how they have these bolts and these spans that are holding it together. You see those? See, maybe I can get a better. I can't get a better angle without going any further, and I don't really want to. But you see those trusses? I believe they're tensional or torsional, and they actually hold the bridge up like that, while the upper bars provide the upper rails provide the overall structural support for it. So we have the upper framework providing the structure, the support, and then we have these crossbars that actually spread out the load from the train as it goes over. And then we have these giant bolts, which I wonder if these were designed to be somewhat flexible. Now these giant bolts here. It's interesting to see how the Civil War eras were able to construct things that were very intelligently designed, even with the limited technology of the day. And you can see over here the rivets that are fastening the base of the track together. And then there's a massive cross beam down under that part of the track. But it is very interesting, the engineering that went into a bridge like this. And this, I guess, is one of those tension bars I was talking about that runs from the frame to the railway bed. And here's another one, and here's another one. I think one of the signs said that they actually built, I believe it might have been that bridge there, one of these bridges, because of that mill, the mill over there. They wanted to get supplies back and forth across the river. Yeah, I wish I could get further on the bridge, but I'm not willing to risk it. So now that I have firm footing, is there anything else that's of interest here? I mean, it's obviously two spans with the load being distributed along the sides, and then carrying the load through these cross beams over here.